Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope you all are having an excellent weekend. In this video, I want to give you a very brief recap of Hycroft Mining's earnings. They just posted the Q2 2023 earnings a couple days ago. Let's go through the numbers and see where we are at on this play if you are invested or looking into Hycroft Mining. Just to be fully transparent with everybody, I currently have no position in Hycroft as far as owning any stock. I do have some August 50-cent calls in play and some November 50-cent puts. We will talk about those at the end of this video. As you guys probably know, HYMC Entertainment made an investment into Hycroft Mining back in March 2022. This big spike up that you see on the left hand was retail investors getting very excited about that. Over the last year and so odd months, Hycroft has come down, currently trading at 44 cents. It had been trading in the 30-cent range, but in mid-July, the price bumped up into the mid to high 40s, and it has been sustaining that for the last couple weeks. When we look at the short interest on Hycroft, it's currently about 5.7%, and that run-up recently, mid-July, on the price of Hycroft corresponded here with a drop in the short interest from the 10-12% range down to the 5-6% range. When we look at the dashboard for Hycroft, it is a mix of red, yellow, and green. The biggest red flags that I have for Hycroft right now: no revenue, no profitability, and a high dilution risk. The positives for Hycroft now is they have a 39-month cash position. The short interest is low at 5.76, which is also green, a positive. You don't want to see high short interest in a stock. That indicates that there is a problem. We have a green debt to equity ratio, and the working capital or current ratio, I also have that marked as green. Other risks to be aware of with Hycroft is they are currently under their final delisting notice or delisting warning from NASDAQ for being non-compliant under the $1 bid price. They have until October 2nd, 2023 to get above $1, or they will need to effect a recent reverse split vote that shareholders approved, which is a 1-to-10 to 1-to-25 reverse split. So we are about on a 60-day countdown to see what happens with the price of Hycroft. If they can't get over $1, there is going to be a reverse split implemented sometime in the next 60 or so days. Moving into the quarterly results, I've done a lot of coverage over the last year, letting you know what was going to happen with Hycroft, the fact that they are just exploring. They're trying to get ready for their next phase, which is going to take several years. So we got to get through the exploration phase. And then if that is successful, they're going to pitch a new milling plant to investors. They're going to need to raise money for that to get the next batch of ore out of the ground. They don't currently have the equipment to process the remaining ore that is under the ground. There's going to need to be an investment made on that. So in this exploration phase, there is no revenue. And gosh, guys, on Twitter, people got so mad at me saying that the company was not generating revenue from these silver rounds or the silver coins that they are selling. You can see that right here again on the quarterly statement: no revenue. Now, if you want to buy coins because you just love the company and you want a memento, that is fine. What I don't want is for you to be misguided by any of the social media comments saying that buying silver rounds helps the company. There is zero revenue on the income statements for the last couple quarters from any sales of mementos. Moreover, these silver rounds are going for 2 times the spot price, so you're paying 2x the going rate for silver when you're buying those. If you want to buy them because you want to have a memento, by all means, that is your right. Hycroft posted a net loss of 7 cents for the quarter. That is due to having no revenue and more or less minimal costs due to the exploration and ongoing operations of keeping the lights on at Hycroft. The balance sheet for Hycroft looks good for where they are at in their exploration phase here in July 2023. $117 million in cash. Current assets at $126 million, and current liabilities at $6.9 million. That is what we want to see, a good, healthy ratio of current assets to current liabilities. Long-term debt, $137 million, with the bulk of that due in 2027. On the cash flow statement, there's not really anything meaningful to report here. I do want to point out that this is a 6-month cash flow, and at the bottom you can see over the last 6 months, due to no revenue coming in and the ongoing expenses for exploration, they have experienced a $24 million reduction in cash. I want to wrap up by talking about the risk of potential dilution and the upcoming reverse stock split, because that is why I have no current position in Hycroft. Well, that plus the fact that they have no revenue. You can see here on the dilution tracker chart, the dark blue bars at the bottom showing the current outstanding shares, just over 200 million. And over here on the right hand side, these lighter blue bars, the potential approved dilution, the shares that are ready to go should Hycroft decide to sell them into the market, would bring up the outstanding shares to up to about 1.1 billion shares. From 200 million to 1.1 billion, that is what we call a high risk. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to dump all those shares, but they do have the ability to sell them should they need to raise cash. I want to wrap up talking about my options plays. I have a very small amount of call options expiring mid-August with the 50-cent strike, just in case there was a little bit of run up into the Q2 earnings. I think that the company does want to see the price run up a little bit before that reverse stock split, but we have been stuck here now for 2 weeks in the mid to high 40-cent range. So I don't know if that play is going to work out or not. Again, I never spend more on options than I'm willing to see go to zero. And I would urge you to have that same sort of caution when you're playing options unless you are absolutely certain about a play. Moving forward into later this year, in November, I mentioned I do have some 50-cent strike puts. That is based on my belief that the reverse split is going to be enacted and that the company is likely to sell some stock into that. And I do think that they need to raise some cash because soon we're going to hear about a milling plant that they need to build. What the exact timing on that cash raise is, I don't know. Will it be before November? Maybe, maybe not. It might be not until 2024. We will just have to wait and see. At any rate, I consider Hycroft a speculative trade. It is a long-term play. It is going to be several years before they get that exploration done and the milling plant built and be able to get back into production. Really what we want to see for Hycroft is mining happening, revenue coming in. Until then, I'm going to remain cautious in this play. I don't have any current plans to buy Hycroft stock at this moment. If you're in the play, I wish you the best of luck, and I will continue to provide quarterly analysis of Hycroft to keep you up to date without all the hopium or the bashing, just the facts. The final thought I want to leave you with, the biggest question, the most common question I get on Hycroft is, did Adam Aron rip off AMC investors by investing in Hycroft? I'm going to cover that in an upcoming video. Be sure and hit the like and subscribe button for more information and more fact-based coverage of your favorite tickers. And if you have one that I haven't talked about yet, drop me a comment down below and I will do my best to get some updated coverage for you in an upcoming video. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you this evening on Sunday Night Livestream.